Wenatchee is gorgeous in the spring with its lush green rolling hills, abundant wildflowers everywhere, and the views of the Columbia River. The local food scene offers an abundant selection of authentic international cuisines featuring the unique farm-fresh ingredients of the region. Wenatchee is also home to award-winning wines, handcrafted hard ciders, and a talented handful of local brewers producing fine craft beers. Visit Wenatchee, the heart of Washington State.
$20 million, $19 million, $6 million. These are all awards recovered for clients of Phillips Law Firm. To win big, you have to fight big. And Phillips Law has been fighting the too-big-to-fail insurance industry for decades. Not every case will have a multi-million-dollar outcome, but Phillips Law will fight just as hard to recover the outcome you deserve. If you or a loved one has been injured in a car accident or on the job, call or click today at 1-800-JUSTICE or visit justiceforyou.com.
Hey, this is BJ. Thanks for listening to our show's podcast. If you're a fan of all things geeky, you should check out my other podcast, BJ Shea's Geek Nation. We have new episodes every day, and you can check it out at bjgeeknation.com.
Your wages are being garnished. We can stop that now. It's hard enough to pay your bills when things are good, let alone when a big chunk of your take-home pay is gone before you even get your check. I'm bankruptcy attorney Travis Gagne, and I can stop the garnishment and get the creditors off your back immediately, often the same day as our consultation. Both Chapter 7 and 13 provide bankruptcy relief, but choosing the right chapter is crucial. In a free consultation, we can create a plan to get your finances back under your control. The chapter you choose sets the tone for the next chapter of your life. Please contact me today at choosetherightchapter.com. That's choosetherightchapter.com.
99.9 KISW, the Rock of Seattle. We got the new 50th anniversary gear. It is in the Rock Shop. Yes, and it is ready for you. All sorts of cool stuff. Like Steve, Steve's got his gym wear, right? The beanie.
The gym wear, the beanie, yeah. Or you could go with a hat. I mean, you do whatever you want, BJ, at the gym. You can put the hoodie on. That way, you don't have to have your head touch the bench.
Oh, yeah.
The bench.
The bench. Working out in a hoodie, that always. But it is a light zip hoodie, so why not? Yeah. Why not, huh? And don't forget, man, we got lots of stuff. Short sleeve, long sleeve shorts, the trucker cap, the beanie. So many awesome 50th anniversary items, and they got the gold Rock logo emblazoned on there since gold is the color of 50th anniversary, and you can get them right now. Go to KISW.com.
Let's play B-Migs.
It's time to play the game.
Yeah.
So everybody scream his name. B-Migs. Don't be a loser. Whoa. B-Migs. You're a loser.
It is time to be Migs, and it's Thursday, so let's get cracking.
Release the Kraken.
Oh, yeah, that's what time we're supposed to do that.
Yeah. Did you guys check out the Kraken's Twitter page yesterday?
No.
They put up a tweet that just got me really excited about one day going to games because they're like, it's fall, the mountains are blue, and we're skating at the Climate Pledge Arena. And you're cracking open a cold one with the squad. They show like artist rendering of what the Coors Light chill area is going to be for at Kraken games.
Oh, man. I did see that,
wow.
Steve. Yes, I did see
Dude, it looks sweet.
It does, dude. That is a sweet looking zone.
How do I get Coors Light to do that in my garage?
I think if you pay them enough money.
Man, it's going to be so exciting to be able to go back to arenas and stadiums again, and because of cool places like that.
And I did like the pun with you're cracking open a cold one with the squad.
That is so
I didn't
good.
even get that just
Kraken, yeah.
Oh, I just got that now. Ooh, cracking open a cold one. You know what? Of all the things, we never thought of that one. Yeah, there's smart people over there.
And some are calling it the Squid Squad for fans. I saw that on Simply Seattle's clothing line page. So can we cracking open a cold one with the Squid Squad?
Oh, I love that. That is amazing. Oh, that's fantastic. Yeah. All right, let's get to our contestant. We got Elliot in Seattle. Elliot, are you there?
I'm here.
Excellent. Are you part of the Squid Squad?
The Squid Squad. Oh, yeah.
Nice. Perfect. All right, Steve, get out of here. Oh, yeah. For those playing at home, Elliot will have 60 seconds to answer 10 questions. Elliot, you can pass all you want, but you will only get 3 guesses per question. Are you ready?
I'm ready.
What is the branch of mathematics that deals with size and shape of objects?
Geometry.
Yes. In what century did Leonardo da Vinci paint the Mona Lisa?
17th century.
No.
15th.
No.
14th.
No. What 2 planets in our solar system possess no moons?
Pass.
Morello is a variety of what fruit?
Grape.
No.
Grapefruit.
No.
Pass.
How many Olympic gold medals did Kobe Bryant win?
6.
No.
4.
No.
3.
No. Mauve is a shade of what color?
Purple.
Yes. In what year of the early 2000s did the TV show Jackass premiere?
2010.
No.
2004.
No.
6.
No. Who recorded the 81 song Private Eyes?
Pass.
Elliot dropped a deuce.
Oh, Elliot.
Yeah, kind of a rough go of it on that one.
By the way, I think I'm going to redefine that band as maybe yacht rock.
Oh, really?
I've recently downloaded some of their stuff, and I'm like, gosh, this really, I mean, it's a little bit more up-tempo, but still, it feels like yacht rockish in some of their songs.
You know what? I could see that. I don't know if they're normally classified as that, but
No,
I could
I don't
definitely
think they
see
are.
that. Yeah.
Yeah, it felt so just up-tempo yacht rock to me is really what it felt like, but we'll see what anybody else thinks once we
Absolutely.
identify the band.
Steve, are you ready?
Oh, yeah! Release the Kraken.
What is the branch of mathematics that deals with the size and shape of objects?
Geometry.
Yes. In what century did Leonardo da Vinci paint the Mona Lisa?
Wow.
What's that, 15th?
No.
16th.
Yes.
Nice.
What two planets in our solar system possess no moons?
I'm going to go with Uranus and Jupiter.
No.
Jupiter and Mars.
No.
I'm going to go Venus and Saturn.
No. Morello is a variety of what fruit?
Tom.
No.
Very good.
Apple?
No.
Orange.
No. How many Olympic gold medals did Kobe Bryant win?
1.
No.
None.
No.
2.
Yes. Mauve is a shade of what color?
Purple.
Yes. In what year of the early 2000s did the TV show Jackass premiere?
2001.
No.
2002.
No.
2003.
No.
2000.
Who recorded the 81 song Private Eyes?
Oh, crap. Is that Rod Stewart?
No. 1, 2, 3, 4. Not a great score, Steve. But you win. 4 to deuce.
Of course.
Oh, sorry about that,
It was a tough one today.
Yeah, it was. Elliot just, they were. I mean, Steve only got 4 right. I would have won today.
You think so?
Oh, yeah.
Well, do you know two planets in our solar system that possess no moons?
I would have to guess on that. I think Mercury is one of them. And if I had 3 guesses, I'd probably get it. So I'm going to say Mercury, and I'm going to say Neptune.
No.
Ah, damn it. Was it Mercury and Venus? Venus?
Yes, there
It
you
is
go.
Mercury and Venus.
Yes.
That would have been my second guess.
And you would have gotten it, so congratulations on that.
Yeah.
Hall & Oates.
Yes.
Yes, good job.
And that's what we were kind of figuring, and BJ was kind of sussing out. Do Hall & Oates count as yacht rock?
Oh, 100% yes.
Okay.
Oh,
Okay.
absolutely.
I
mean,
wouldn't have
maybe not
thought so
Man-Eater,
back in
but
the day.
a bunch of their other songs, yes.
I don't know. Man-Eater was I don't know what the kids call it these days, but it was a good song.
Oh, no. I mean, it's a great song. I just don't think that's a yacht rock song.
But they have a lot of other songs, like, You Make My Dreams Come True. I feel like it's a good up-tempo yacht rock song.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
I got that stuck in my
Except it
brain.
says a yacht rock is West Coast based, and Hall & Oates are from Philly. I didn't know that was an East Coast West Coast thing with yacht rock.
Do they
I
not have
didn't know
yachts
that
on the
either.
East Coast?
Yeah, Miami.
Yeah, I have no idea. I think it's a
don't even
sound, really, is more that's what I'm getting out of it, but maybe I'm wrong, and maybe yacht rock is only West Coast. I don't know.
According to Wikipedia, it was originally known as West Coast Sound or Adult-Oriented Rock.
Oh.
AOR, baby.
AOR.
Adult-oriented rock? That AOR was like really good rock. It was Guns N' Roses were on AOR stations. That's a really... Wow.
Are you saying Hall & Oates is not really good rock?
You know what?
You better watch your whore mouth.
Yeah. They're using AOR. We were album-oriented rock. That's what we were. We weren't. So they're using that an acronym, and I'm sorry you can't use AOR.
Oh, okay.
I'm sorry. We in radio have it for something else.
It wasn't a Tom, but a Morello is what variety of fruit? Does anybody have a guess on that
grape?
one? No. Grape was guessed.
Oh, well, I you know what? I guessed it again, and it's still wrong.
It's the cherry.
Cherry, yes,
Oh,
the Morello
cherry,
cherries.
Yes,
oh my
I knew it was a
gosh, yeah.
little circle.
Yep. You were close. Wrong circle.
Wrong circle.
Yeah, some of those sour cherries. So don't eat those. We had those at our house, and that was a real disappointment when you'd go out and pick cherries from the tree, and they were the gross sour ones. But
sorry, buddy.
Yep, and that's my story. Congratulations, Steve. You win.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Man, now I'm thinking about the Hall & Oates, and Daryl Hall is like one of those dudes. I would love to go over to his house and be a part of that Daryl's House show that he does.
Oh yeah, that's that might. I mean, that show has become so popular, and people really like you want to be part of it.
It's such a fun show because he'll spotlight like a band that maybe you haven't even heard of, or artists that maybe you haven't heard of, and they'll cover maybe like one of his songs, but then he'll also help cover one of their songs. It's just like, and then they all have like dinner together, and they just kind of cut it up out there. I don't know, man. It just seems like a fun vibe, and Daryl Hall just seems like an awesome dude.
Yeah,
and also John Oates. Don't get me wrong, he seems pretty sweet too with that mustache.
Is he on the podcast?
I've never seen him on it. I don't know if it's necessarily a podcast. It's a television show.
Oh, it's a television show. Oh, yeah. I always thought it was a podcast. Well, it shows you I haven't watched it.
I don't even know what network it's on. I think it used to be on, oh man, I forget the name of that. It ended up becoming like MTV Live, but it was a channel that I can't remember.
Oh. Is it still on, Steve? Daryl's House?
I mean, I know it's on from time to time, yeah. And it's on MTV Live. That
I don't even know what MTV Live is.
800 and something on. I don't know.
Oh, so
it used to be Palladia. Remember that live music channel?
Oh, okay.
And then it became MTV Live.
Okay, so it's on my cable network.
Yes.
Oh.
And you just go online also live from Daryl's house, and they have episodes on that as well.
That's pretty sweet. I don't know if you guys saw this recent interview with Don Johnson, who said that if his kids didn't go to college, they'd get cut off financially. Well, that is one way. You know, we've heard all these different stories about super rich people and how they keep their kids' feet on the ground, keep them grounded. And here's Don talking about how this is what happened with his daughter, Dakota Johnson, with his rule.
We have a rule in the family that, you know, if you stay in school, you get to stay on the payroll. Towards the end of high school, I went to her and I said, so do you want to go visit some colleges or something like that? And she went, oh, no, I'm not going to college. I went, okay, well, you know what that means. I mean, you won't be on the payroll anymore. And how are you going to manage it? She said, don't you worry about it. 3 weeks later, she nailed down that part into the social network. And the rest is, shall we say, cinema history.
I was today years old when I realized that Dakota Johnson is the daughter of Don Johnson.
Oh, you didn't know that?
I'm sure I've read it or saw it, but it never really clicked. That's so funny.
It is so fascinating to me that it seemed to him that it was new. Maybe it wasn't news to him that his daughter wanted to be an actor, but maybe he just felt like she wasn't serious enough because it did. He was like, look, you got to go to college. And, you know, she's like, no, I'm going to do my business. Here's what I found out when Sarah, you know, was trying to figure out what she wanted to do in the world of arts and entertainment. You have such a short shelf life when it comes young. Like, there's so many great roles for you, but you've got to be like, you know, in your late teens, early 20s. They love you at that age. And so the fact that he would not like be pushing her to tell her to go to college, it's like she would age tremendously if she didn't do acting until after college. Like her time to strike was really at the age of 18. And that's what we found out. It was like, well, I remember they were saying, well, Sarah, you better do it before you get too old. And it's like, what do you mean too old? Well, for all the young roles, especially for women, that's just how it was in the business. So I am shocked that he didn't seem to really know a whole lot about the fact that she was as good of an actor as she was.
Yeah, maybe it's kind of old school thinking, you know, hey, you got to do college as well. That's just how it's done, you know, and when she's like, nah, I don't need college. I'm going to do this acting. He probably, you know, he's like an actor. He probably realizes like that, you know, there's a very good chance you're not going to succeed in this. So I just want to make sure you're okay. But I mean, she proved him wrong.
I just think don't you think though, it's Don Johnson's kid. Somebody's at least going to give her a look. Because, I mean, we see so many people that are the child stars of actors, you know, and you know that their name had to get them in the door to some degree.
On top of the fact that her mom is Melanie Griffith.
That's right.
So, like, she's got double, you know, she's got two people there.
She's got some connections.
And then
some people that can make some phone calls for her.
Her stepdad was Antonio Banderas for a while.
Antonio Banderas.
Well, right there. See, Steve would have taken the call.
Well, she was awesome in The Peanut Butter Falcon. I don't know much else about her, but I liked her in that movie.
She really became famous with the whole 50 Shades of Grey. She was the main chick on there. that's kind of what drove her to stardom after all the other stuff, which I never saw.
I confuse her with Dakota Fanning a lot too. But Dakota Johnson. Yeah, you're right. I forgot 50 Shades of Grey. You're right, Vicky. That was the big breakout role where we all started knowing who she was.
That's got to be a tough watch for Dad, though. You want to support your daughter. I mean, I haven't seen 50 Shades of Grey, but I've heard stories. I don't know. Is that something that you sit down and you're like, okay, let's watch this? Then it's like that. I'm going to go get some popcorn. Let me know when the credits are rolling.
There are so many actors that have, said, I'm not going to watch my kid in this. Yeah, and I would think that Dawn's like, I'm going to skip this.
Right, like, I'm very happy. I know you're acting and like all that, but there's certain things I just don't need to see recreated with my daughter.
Yeah, thank you. I don't need to see you tying her up and beating her. I don't need to see that.
Right.
Especially in a sexy way. Do not need that at all.
But get me back in there when the credits run so I can see your name go across the screen. I'd be like, that's my kid.
I love the fact that she was just like, no, Dad, you know what? I'm off the payroll. I'm out. I'm going to make my own way. I love that. Because you always want to be able to get at your parents. It's my house, my rules. And, to be able to just look them in the eye and go, no, I got my own rules. And you know what? You actually go out and make it happen. And right now, I think she's probably a little more famous than her pops.
A little bit? I'd say a lot bit.
Yeah, so it's great. It's just like rub it even in more. It's fantastic.
Right. At some point, she can start putting him on the payroll.
Yeah, you're absolutely right.
And be like, look, you got to go to college before I put you on the payroll.
Sorry, Dad. Those are the rules. We got a guy that was so bored during quarantine that he built an entire video store in his basement. And as you can imagine, his wife doesn't seem too thrilled about this. You'll hear from her at 7:17 on The Rock.
BJ and Migs, mornings on The Rock, 99.9 KISW.
Wenatchee is gorgeous in the spring with its lush green rolling hills, abundant wildflowers everywhere, and the views of the Columbia River. The local food scene offers an abundant selection of authentic international cuisines featuring the unique farm-fresh ingredients of the region. Wenatchee is also home to award-winning wines, handcrafted hard ciders, and a talented handful of local brewers producing fine craft beers. Visit Wenatchee, the heart of Washington State.
$20 million, $19 million, $6 million. These are all awards recovered for clients of Phillips Law Firm. To win big, you have to fight big. And Phillips Law has been fighting the too-big-to-fail insurance industry for decades. Not every case will have a multi-million-dollar outcome, but Phillips Law will fight just as hard to recover the outcome you deserve. If you or a loved one has been injured in a car accident or on the job, call or click today at 1-800-JUSTICE or visit justiceforyou.com.
New on Curiosity Stream. With superior armies comes superior weapons. How has innovation mechanized the battlefield? From bullets to battleships and everything in between. It's machinery of warfare. Plus, from the gross to the gourmet. See how that in-flight meal lands on your tray table. On secrets of your airline food. It's all on Curiosity Stream. Annual plans are $20, just $1.67 a month. Visit curiositystream.com.
99.9 KISW, The Rock of Seattle. Well, a lot of us, man, we've been dealing with this pandemic and this sheltering in place and all that, sheltering at home, the best way we can. And this guy was very, very bored during the whole quarantine. So what did he decide to do? He decided to build an entire video store in his basement, and his name was not Steve Miggs, by the way.
Dude, I'm looking at this with such jealousy and such envy. Like, he even created a wall that looks like the outside of a door, so you have to go into the video store in his own basement. So there's like a door, and it has like a big open sign, and then opens it up, and there it is. It's like 90s style video store, like a mom and pop type video rental store.
That is so cool. I'm seeing pictures and video of it right now. It is so cool.
It's like an overload of the senses because he's got everything. He's got like random movie props. He's even got candy. He's got a counter with a cash register. This guy's my hero.
Oh yeah. This is totally Steve Miggs right here. And he was inspired to do this, make this replica of a 90s era video store when his local rental spot closed during the pandemic. And so they had all these shelves they were giving away. And he's like, this is great. I'll take these shelves and recreate my own video store in my basement. And here's his wife. Now, she's giving a tour, but she doesn't seem to be too thrilled about this development.
The start of quarantine last year coincided with the closure of our local family video. which gave my husband access to a lot of shelving and a crazy idea. He decided he needed a project at the house to keep himself busy. Instead of refinishing our kitchen cabinets, he decided to build a video rental store. The main room consists of shelves that contain our DVDs and Blu-rays. We picked up a drink fridge and we used this counter to house all of our movie snacks and the cash register. Off the main room, he created a viewing room that has 2 recliners, wall-to-wall shelving of his VHS tapes, a Laserdisc player, his retro video games, and more.
And yeah, she does. She's really pissed about those kitchen cabinets.
Well, I mean, I can understand if like you have a big project in your house. It's like, I don't got time. I'm busy making a video rental store downstairs with a little private video room. I was hoping that also, I mean, maybe because he's married, he didn't do this, but like to have that back room with like the weird like beads or like the weird like tassel doors.
Oh, geez.
And that's where the adult films are. You remember that?
I do remember those.
That would be in the Steve video room, that's for sure.
Oh, I remember one time sneaking into that room and my mom, we were at a video store and I just kind of like drifted off and I walked into the adult room and man, she was not happy. But I walked in there and it was like, oh, all these boobies.
All these boobies.
Apparently he does. It's right behind the countertop. It's like the top shelf is all.
He has an adult section?
Yeah.
Oh, this guy's great, BJ.
Oh my goodness.
All right, he's Steve approved now. That's fantastic.
It's amazing.
It's the lukewarm topic of the day.
So we got this guy that was so bored that during the quarantine, he built an entire video store in his basement. Based on this, if you could turn a room into a replica of something, what would it be? Or do you already have a unique room in your home? And if so, you got to tell us about it. 206-421-ROCK. Text us at 77999. All right, man, if you could turn a room into your home into a replica of something, what would it be? Or if you already have a cool room like this, let us know. You call your text after Rage on The Rock.
BJ and Migs, mornings on The Rock, 99.9 KISW.
99.9 KISW, The Rock of Seattle. This guy was so bored during quarantine that he built an entire video store in his basement. Based on this, if you could turn a room into a replica of something, what would it be? Or do you already have a unique, cool room in your home? If so, tell us all about it. 206-421-ROCK. Text us at 77999. Let's go to Michael in Tacoma. Michael, you are on The Rock.
Hi. I'm really big into Legos.
Oh, yeah, Legos, man.
Yeah, Legos and Star Wars and Halo. And so they have, like, Halo and Star Wars Legos. And I think it'd be really cool to have, like, an entire room that's like a battlefield made out of Legos. And
Oh, so the entire room, that's it. And now, what about the floor? Is it because, Legos are, we step on those things. It's not cool.
Well, yeah.
That's like a torture room.
Table. Yeah.
Would you do like a Lego wall? It'd be cool to make the room also look like you're inside of a Lego. Like have the walls. I don't know if you'd like they actually use actual Legos to do it. Maybe even the flooring, not the part that hurts your feet, but actually like the smooth part, and just make it feel like you just stepped into a giant Lego.
Well, so yeah, because you look at that Lego store, and that would be fantastic to do. Yeah, no doubt about it. I think that would be a great idea.
Oh, if I had the cash, I'd also have a Lego version of myself in that room.
Oh, you would?
Why not? We've seen the Lego Gary Payton. Our friend Rick Jones has that.
I suppose there's got to be somebody bald out there, already Lego-ized. You could just buy a kit. It doesn't have to be you, but, I don't know if you can put a black T-shirt on it or something.
I'm the easiest when it comes to, like, custom figures. Like, if I know Funko's now doing, like, a custom thing, like, any of those, because you just have to get, like, the piece before you put anything on it, because I'm just bald. Like, there's no you don't have to worry about the hair.
Yeah, it's a good point. You're absolutely right.
But if I had a Lego figure, I'd put, like, grab my clothes and I'd put it on it, and it'd just be like, hey, Steve.
Oh, so you'd have real clothes on the Lego thing.
Well, yeah, I don't want a naked Lego guy in my house. That's creepy.
Oh, that's creepy. Okay. Well, at least we draw the line there.
Now I'm just thinking about Lego twigs and berries. Thanks, Steve.
Yeah.
Thank BJ for that.
Yeah. Yeah, you're welcome. 206-421-ROCK. Text us at 77999. Paul in Bremerton, you are on The Rock.
Hey, good morning, guys.
Good morning, Paul. How about you, man? Do you have a unique room, or if you could have one, what would it be?
If I could have one, I'd like to build the bridge of the Enterprise.
Yeah.
Dude, we get a lot of texts about that one. That's a very popular pick.
So So
Good
how
call.
about this, dude? How about this, man? And I appreciate the call, Paul. How about this? There's a dude in upstate New York who has built an entire bridge of the Enterprise, and he's known for being a Star Trek super fan. He recreated everything. He even did like his own fan stuff and put it on the internet. James Cawley is his name. And William Shatner is going to celebrate his 90th birthday at this guy's place that he built.
Oh, that's pretty sweet.
And they're going to do a cool event. And I mean, how about you be a super fan and you did such a good job recreating making such a replica of the bridge of the Enterprise that Shatner's like, yeah, you know what? I'm going to go up there and we'll have a big 90th birthday celebration and we'll do it at your joint.
Wait, Shatner's turning 90?
Yeah, 90.
Man,
That's
guy,
insane.
I mean, he just looks like he's like not even 70.
It is pretty amazing. I mean, I have to say, yeah, I was surprised when I saw 90. I mean, I knew he was in his 80s, but I thought he was like young 80s.
Yeah.
90, dude, and he's still going strong. And, you know, I mean, and he's also, a heavier dude. So whatever he's doing, he's living right, man. Good for Shat. 206-421-ROCK. Text us at 77999. Let's go to Chris in New Mexico. Chris, you listening on radio.com?
Oh, yeah.
Appreciate that, buddy. What you got for us?
So I would change my basement into Tony Stark's R&D lab from his house with all the Iron Man suits in the wall, all the little dummy that he tells what to do, Jarvis over the loudspeaker, things like that, man.
Yeah, I mean, that's kind of like, I am surprised, and maybe I haven't been paying attention. I know Alexa has some celebrity voices, but I can't believe that Paul Bettany hasn't been signed up yet, who is the voice of Jarvis, to be an Alexa voice, because that's exactly, I'd change my Alexa in a heartbeat to be Jarvis. I totally would do that. Because I've always wanted a talking house for the longest time, so I would love any room like that where it could speak back to me just like it did, just like Jarvis. I love that plan.
And BJ, actually, there was a petition. Oh, well, there was only 33 people to sign it.
Yeah, good luck.
Change.org did start a petition to get Paul Bettany to voice Alexa. So
yeah,
there are
because
people who want to.
You can get some celebrity voices. She's done that from time to time, where you can have a celebrity be like your guest Alexa for the week. And it seems like, more than 33. I think it should be more than 33 people that are caring about this.
Dude, this texter is totally living one of my fantasies. I wish I had the money and the space to be able to pull this off. He says, my entire basement is my recording studio. 300 square foot, totally soundproofed with full drums, bass, 10 guitars, 7 amps, a synthesizer as well. I almost never leave.
Oh, Steve, you would never leave.
Oh, yeah. You know who had that, Steve? Our buddy.
Who's our buddy?
Bob Rivers had that.
Yeah, Bob's Garage.
Oh, I mean, it's amazing. And, our engineer was telling me about how, the guy that works for our station, actually, Bob basically had help with his home stuff because that's how legit Bob was. I mean, super soundproofing an entire floor of his place. I remember going over there and thinking, like, this is better than the studios we have at the place I work.
Because I would have my buddies over all the time. Like, hey, let's just go downstairs and write a song. Like, even if
that's kind of like what he did, really.
Right. Like, who cares if no one ever even hears it? Like, just every once in a while, for poops and giggles, have a couple drinks and just jam out and hit record and see what happens.
Yeah.
And not have to go to a studio and set things up. Like, the fact that it's just turnkey, that would be awesome.
Oh, yeah, dude. I mean, the stuff that he did with Heart, I mean, when you think about it, like some of the professional people that work with him and the songs that the Twisted Tunes were, they sounded just like the originals, so it was completely turnkey.
I see your daughter's in the room, though, BJ.
Oh, hey, I can't wait to hear this.
Oh, Sarah.
If it doesn't involve a stripper pole, I don't know who this person is anymore.
Yeah, right?
Wow, am I that predictable? Because you are so right.
Yeah, it's a strip club. You're going to do a strip club?
A strip club, a full-on strip club with like a live DJ that's just always ready to go.
Right.
Multiple stripper poles, and they have to have the really, really high, tall ones.
Like a 2-story one?
Oh, hell yeah. So I have to be like living in a mansion or something for this. But then we have to have cages. And then I want like different rooms, like with different themed things.
Like a shower room?
Yeah, well, a shower room would be dope. I was thinking of one definitely with a water bed because I feel like that's an experience people need to have.
Okay.
Yeah.
How many strip club? Yeah, how many strip clubs have water beds?
Right, that seems like a problem with the stiletto heels.
This is the separate room, though.
Okay.
She's describing a brothel house she wants to have.
Yeah, that's exactly.
Maybe I am.
Would you have a smoke machine, a 6 sound system, and awesome lights?
Of course.
Because that's okay. Maybe that's not the best part of a strip club, but it's definitely a bonus.
Oh, yeah. Well, and I mean, I was close kind of here with my stripper pole room, but that is no longer here at the house. So
would you have like I'm so sorry I took my room back.
Yeah.
How dare you, BJ?
Unbelievable.
Terrible parent.
Yeah, now it's just, full of board games, which I guess is almost as cool as a stripper pole, but...
No, it's much cooler to me, and my daughter is not getting naked in this room, so it's fantastic.
Would you have a bunch of your lady friends living with you? That way, at any given moment, it's just like, okay, time to hit the main stage.
I don't know about living with me because I would probably get sick of them, but they're always invited over,
Oh, great.
to party, but not actually living there. That'd be too much.
So we know the future of this house, Steve, because Sarah's never leaving. So when I get too old to defend myself, basically I'm just going to be wheeled out of this room, and then and my game room wheeled out of it, and then she's going to basically turn it into whatever she wants, and I'll have like this. I'll be sitting in the corner just with a little tear going down my eye because I can't do anything about it.
Mine's just the complete opposite. I just want to full on set it up like it's a hockey locker room, like with the benches, with the all the everything, with and just a keg in the middle of the room, and then a shower, different type of shower set situation, but a shower with just another keg in there, and then we just hang out, drink beers, and take showers.
How much land, how much property are you going to need to build this tree house? Really, is what it's going to have to be, because there's no way your wife is allowing this anywhere on her property.
You're absolutely right. So this is just a fantasy. Make them up.
You're going to have to get.
I'll have to buy another house.
Yeah, you'll have to get exactly, either another house in a different neighborhood, or just get a giant plot of land, and you've got two houses: the regular house that she doesn't, and then your little the Steve cave.
Or I have to find a house that has a basement and then a secret compartment to the basement that I don't ever tell her about.
Nice.
I don't know what you're talking about. Tell the realtor, don't say anything about this room. Board it up.
She'll never hear anything. I'm sure she won't even say, what is that noise coming from the other side of the wall?
Why are you, Jay and Munson, going downstairs again? And you guys smell very clean.
Yeah.
Oh, dear.
Yeah, that's lovely. Hey, there's a movie that's called Cocaine Bear.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a real movie. And you know what? Cocaine Bear is actually based on a true story. If you haven't heard about Cocaine Bear, I'll tell you all about it. It's 7:47 on The Rock.
Today's podcast was brought to you by Travis Gagne, bankruptcy attorney. He's here right now and has agreed to answer more of your questions about bankruptcy. How much does bankruptcy cost?
Well, bankruptcy costs, of course, vary depending on what type of case you're filing. There's a certain amount of court costs and other out-of-pocket costs that you're going to have in any case. The filing fees in a bankruptcy case are about $300, whether you file Chapter 7 or Chapter 13. One of the things to watch out for when you're shopping for bankruptcy attorneys or looking at the different cost options is that a lot of times, especially the really cheap places, don't tell you up front about all the court costs and whatnot that you're going to have to pay in addition to the attorney fees. So make sure that you get the full picture when you're comparing prices of bankruptcy lawyers on what the attorney fees are, how much your court costs are going to be, so that you can really make a true comparison.
Thanks, Travis. If you have more questions about bankruptcy, you can reach out to Travis anytime at choosetherightchapter.com.